We're going to learn all about a new campaign to dress up downtown Hyannis on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Wednesday, December 7th, 2016. I'm Sarah Mantle. And you guys are working, you're raising money for a really cool project. I've noticed, and maybe many of our viewers have also noticed, that on Main Street, some of the trees are lit up, and that isn't just for Christmas time. This is a project you're working on, and you want to expand it.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about why this lighted up project is so important.
Right, so it's called Dress Up Downtown, and the idea is to add, again, dressing up a downtown, adding jewelry and makeup and the scarf to an area charms it up, and that's really what we want to do, is give it an infrastructure that is warm, welcoming, family friendly, lovely, all the good things that we want to see in a downtown. But they don't always come naturally, or the businesses don't always create it. So it's usually the town or the community that puts these type of pieces together. And so lights, warm string lights, we don't call them Christmas lights, they're string lights, in the trees wrapped in a certain way, can be left year round, and they can be a an attribute that is sort of a backdrop.
Did you look at our other downtown areas doing this and using string lights all year round?
Oh yeah, all over the country they're doing really creative things with lighting, and we love lighting. And we would love an uplighting project, but it's a big thing and it's very expensive with the infrastructure, and we've started it and we have one uplit tree on Main Street. But in the meantime, what we decided to do, which is very easy, is the string lighting. It's a little bit expensive, but it's so easy to do if you have all the pieces together. And so we're going to string light a lot of trees on the street and create an atmosphere that it's not necessarily Christmas, it's just celebratory.
And it does. It is so charming. When you have string lights, it makes it look like such a
party.
An area, like an area you want to visit and you want to stick around. So really trying to make all of Main Street have a certain atmosphere.
That's right. That's right. And we researched again other towns that have this festooning, which goes across in a zigzag way across the street, which traditionally we have had when we were younger in the 70s. There was colored lights that went across over Main Street. Yeah, and they turned them on at Christmas and off when it was over, and it was on for them. And people would come in their little station wagons and go down Main Street and look and ooh and ah, and it was a real destination. But we can't really do it nowadays because you have all the codes and blah, 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 and the fire department and the ladder and the pieces, and it's a long street. So we started with that. You always start with your biggest goal, and we've come to the warm white lights in the trees along the street year round, which is very doable, and it's appropriate for summer.
Let's talk a little bit about the cost. You said it can be costly. I'm sure you're using LED strands.
Yeah, we use commercial grade LED strands, and we buy them wholesale, and we are putting them up in-house. And Matt Tinty, who also does the electrical part, and he's putting it up, and he has a couple of assistants. And we've looked all around, and it can be expensive, as in the lights are expensive, and the labor, and we have a scissor lift, all of it, putting it together. You have to go up high, and doing this, the circling has to be done right. So it takes time, but done right, we will have them for at least a few years per tree, and then every few years we have to adjust them because the trees grow, and also do any work on things that burned out, for instance.
Exactly.
But it's really pretty low cost for what it brings.
And let's talk about that, because you are raising money for the cost, and I think you actually have a grant set up. If you hit a goal for your fundraising goal, there's a grant that someone will match that goal.
Yes, thank you. Patronicity, which is a website, and MassGov have a contest or a campaign, and we are eligible for this contest. We were accepted to be part of this match campaign. If by January 11th we raise $15,000, they'll match it, and then we'll have $30,000. And we're well on our way to that. It's going really well. So that will allow us, with the $30,000, to light up 18 more trees. That's our plan. and we've already done 6, and we're doing 2 more. We're sneaking in 2 more because we started them, and we're going to finish them this week before Christmas, and then we want to have 18 total, excuse me. And then we want to also do a few other things like murals in the alleys and the electrical boxes and a few crosswalks. We're working with a team that has the town on it, and artists, and a shop owner, and different, an architect, different people to really put together a plan. So it's not willy-nilly, it's a branding piece for the downtown. What is our look? Sometimes it comes from without, and someone implements it and says, that's your look. But here, it's coming from within. What our look is. What is our look? Are we coastal? Are we modern? Is it, it's fashion? Obviously, we're not Sandwich.
Right.
And we'll never be Sandwich. We're not P-Town. And we're not Boston. But Hyannis does have a look, and that's what we're trying to create and bring it and flush it out through the entire street.
Make it unified. It's so important that I think everyone works together and has input. If someone's watching right now and saying, this is really something I want to contribute to, how can they donate to the cause, and how long will you be accepting donations?
So they can donate on, there's a crowdfunding page by patronicity. So patronicity/Hyannis, or you can say patronicity/Hyannis Dress Up Downtown, or any version with those words. Dress Up Downtown, Hyannis, patronicity. You'll get to this site, and you can sign up online, and the money goes right in through the website, or call us and we'll come pick up a check. And that's the case of a few people who just hand me a check.
Yeah, sometimes people don't want to use the internet.
Then we put it on the site, and we still get the credit.
Great.
So, right, and a lot of people don't want to put money on the internet,
yeah,
and et cetera. So either is fine.
Wonderful. And how long will this campaign run? How long will you be accepting
the campaign
donations?
will run until January 11th. So it's a soft month, a little more than a month because of the holidays. And we are well on our way. Right now we have about $8,000. And
you're trying to raise 15, I think you said,
right? We're trying to raise 15. And we possibly will have another matching grant challenge for another 5. So it would be up to 20.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I think we'll make the 15, and then I think we're going to get another 5 in there, so it'll be 20. So it really keeps growing, and like a snowball, it'll continue to grow. And who's to say this is the end of it? That
right.
That it'll be finite. We'll just continue to improve the downtown once we create the image that we want to see, with more lighting and signage, and now we have the parking study to build on. So there's a lot of excitement. I think it's time.
It is, and so many things are taking place right now. So many things happening, great things happening for downtown Hyannis.
Well, yes, we had open streets this year. That was exciting. And at the next open streets in April, that's when we will unveil all of the work we did over the winter with the project. And we'll have a VIP party for people who donated. We'll have real artists on the street actually painting that day of the event, some of the pieces. So I think altogether it's a real community event, and we've had donations from people we don't know, and they saw this in the paper or heard it on the radio. And so it's been a great groundswell of interest, and it's very positive. We've done a lot of things as a bid that clean up, that evolve, social issues. That are maybe not a positive, but it has positive benefits in the end. But here, this is 100% positive. It's, charm something up. It's lovely. So it's an easy piece to work on.
Well, thank you so much for all you do for the bid and for Main Street, and for stopping by and telling us all about this new project to dress up Main Street. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I want to thank all the players that help us do this, like the town and the artists. And I can mention every name, but there would be a lot of names. But all the pieces that come together, and the state, and the merchants on the street, and the people who are giving to this campaign, and the Rotary Club that's giving, and the LaRusso Foundation that's helping out. All our helpers make it happen. It's just, that's what's so interesting about it.